Hello students, as in previous lecture we have discussed the push and pop operation. Now in this case we are going to discuss the peak operation. So this push pop peak operation we are required in this next program, that is infix to postfix operation. Then again we require in quick sort, again it is required in evaluation of postfix operation, okay, postfix expression. So in these next programs we require all these functions. So now here in this case we'll discuss the peak operation. So in previous we have discussed this push and pop operation. So in this lecture I'm just going to explain this peak operation in general format. Thus I'm going to explain this function only, right? So as we know that peak operation is used to pick first not first the top element from the stack. So we have we have to consider all the possibilities while writing an algorithm as well as while writing an program. So we'll discuss this first thing, that is, suppose we are having one array A. So this is our array A, not array, we'll call it as a stack, okay, and it is the indexing. So this is the first case, right? So as we know that, okay, so for the more reference or for more details you can check the previous two lectures, that is push and pop operation. So I will explain this directly. So as we know that when the object of stack is get created, so here we have created one object of stack, that is s object is get created, automatically constructor is get called. So I have not written constructor over here, but I will show. Okay, so this is a constructor, right? So when this object is get called, automatically this constructor is get called. So in this case when constructor is get called, so look over here, automatically it will set the value of top is equals to 0. As I said, I have not written this class stack, then static max top, and these variables I have not declared in this case. I have just directly started with this peak function, which is this. The main thing is that to understand this peak, how this peak operates. Okay, so in this case when this object is get created, automatically this constructor is get called, and in this case of constructor our value of top will get set to the 0. So in this case value of top is equals to 0. Top is an element, or we can say it is an pointer which holds the address or location of the top element from the stack. So here in this case top is equals to -1, that no element is present in the stack. So when we call this function, okay, so s dot peak, as I said, s is an object, and we have written, just consider this, we have written this in class stack. So how to declare class stack, that we have seen in previous two lectures. So when this particular s dot peak function is get called, automatically our control will get transferred over here, right? So here, as I said, here we have class stack and we have declared variables over here, just consider. Now our control will transfer over here, as we have if and else written in this peak function. This peak function start over here and ends over here. So this is the main operation of peak. So when this function is get called, our control will transfer over here. So in this we have in this we have one if else. So after that control will come over here, it will check top less than 0. So as I said, when this constructor is get called, when this object is get created, constructor is get called, will set top is equals to -1. So it will check whether top is less than 0. So here in this case value of top is equals to -1. So here -1 is less than 0. Yes, it is less than 0. So condition is true. It will come inside this if, where in if what we have written, stack out, system.out.println. This is used to print anything on screen in Java programming. So it will print stack underflow, as there is no element present in this stack, and then too we are trying to pop an element. Okay, so it is not possible. as our stack is empty, so in that from empty stack we cannot pop anything, so simply we have written stack underflow and return 0. So 0 will get written over here and it will simply print system.out.ln 0. So it will print output 0 because there is no element present at the top of the stack. But now suppose the another case. So this is the first case I have explained where our stack is empty. But now consider we are having the two elements. Just consider three elements. Okay. So when first element is present, our top will point to the 0 location. When second element is present, when we add second element, our top will point to the first location, and when we add the third element, our top will point to the second location. Okay. So now in this case, our top will point to the second location, right? As I said, top is the pointer or is the variable which holds the location of the last element from the stack. So here 30 is the last element, so top will hold the location of 30, that is 2. Okay, so this is a top. So this is another case. Now suppose when so in such situation, so this is a situation, just consider. So in this situation, when we call this function, again in this situation, if we call this function, again our control will transfer from this place to this function. Okay, again our control will come inside this function. This is a function. Our control will come inside this. It will check the condition if top is less than 0. So here if we see value of top is equals to 2, so it will execute 2 is less than 0. This is 2. 2 is less than 0. No, 2 is not less than 0. So this condition become false. Okay, when when condition is true, then and then only this if part will get executed. Okay, as we have seen in the previous case, that time value of top was -1. -1 is less than 0. Condition was true, so control came inside this if, and it printed the stack underflow. But in this case, value of top is 2 and 2 is not less than 0. So this condition is false. So as this condition is false, this if part will not executed, our control will directly move towards the else. Right. So in else, what we have written? We have int x is equals to a of top. Okay. So this part will get executed first. So as we know that x is equals to 2 plus 3 if you write. So first this part will get executed, and whatever answer 5 is there, it will get assigned to this x. Right. So same over here. First this part will get executed a of top. So what is value of top? So here top is equals to 2. And so a of 2. What is value of a of 2? A of 0 is 20. A of 0 is 10. A of 1 is 20. And a of 2 is 30. So value of a of 2 is equals to 30. So the value of this particular instruction is become 30. And 30, we are going to assign this 30 to this x. Right. So value of x becomes 30. Next, after this, we are having the return x. What return x will return? The value of x is 30, so it will execute like that. Return value of x is equals to 30. It will look like this. Return 30. So where it will return? It will return from where this function is get called. From where it is called? From here we have called this function. So return will come over here. So return will return the control over here. So what it will print? Simply system.out.println, and in that what value we get? We have returned the 30, so it will print 30. So it will directly print 30. Right. So this is a simple pick function. So what is pick function? Pick function simply return the top element from the stack. So here top element, not top, or you can say top, or we can also say last element from the stack. So which is the last element? 30, or which is the top element? 30. So here we have 30 over here. Okay, so I hope you understand this pick operation. So in previous push operation we add an element. In pop operation we remove. Okay, remember in in pop operation, we remove the top element. And in peek operation, what we do, we display the top element. Okay. So in previous pop operation, we have removed the top element, but in case of peek operation, what we have done, we have simply displayed the top element. So here we have simply displayed the top element. We have not decreased the value of top. Top is still pointing to the second index, remember. But in previous case, that is in case of pop, we have decreased the value of top, but there is no situation in this case. Value of top, we have kept it as it is. So value of top is 2. Just it displayed the top element, that is 30. Okay. So simple, this is a peek operation. Peek, in first case, we check whether elements are present in stack or not. If elements are not present, we simply write underflow, stack underflow. And if top is less than, so here for that we have used this condition, that is top -1. So here we have used the condition to check whether top is